What's up everyone, V here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers R.E.D series, Coronation Starscream, from The Transformers, the movie. Yeah, I don't know why they added the extra "the" in the beginning. It could have just been Transformers the movie. I think it's because the original show was called The Transformers, but then The Transformers movie would have made more sense. I think it was the 80s. They use a little high, you know. Here's the figure. Shall move it away and take a look at the box before we look at the figure. Jesus. And yes, this is Transformers R.E.D series, Robot Enhanced Design. What does that mean? It's Transformers figure that doesn't transform. I know, right? But it's actually kind of cool. Walmart exclusive line though. That's not cool because Walmart never stocks. But these are on Hasbro Pulse, so you can't get them if you live in the US or the UK. If you don't live there, then you're kind of screwed. You're gonna have to buy it off eBay or something. But yeah. Nice window showing the figure. Transformers 8 up. If you're 7, you can't touch this. Under 8, not allowed to touch it. Illegal. Authentic. Oh wait, no, that's not the authentic, that's the Generations. That's the authentic, so you know, it's not a bootleg. Yeah, this is the real deal. Nice artwork of Coronation Starscream in his Coronation Gear. Looks very Siege-esque, which is odd because this figure is definitely not that. Thank God. Transformers the movie. The Transformers the movie. Nice. Red and black design. Shows you all the accessories on the side, but I took them all out because, you know, review. Actually, kind of cool design in the back. They don't do that anymore, though, because, you know, they took all the plastic out the packages, so you just get pictures on the front. I think the newer ones just have a bigger picture of this over the front and just a picture of the accessories. 3D render of Starscream in multiple poses. Hasbro, R.E.D, the movie, Starscream, Decepticon symbol, stuff I don't care about. It's pretty much all the sides. Very angular box, like trapezoid. And his Starscream himself, I don't know what accent I'm doing. At first it kind of sounded vaguely like Shockwave. These are not any thing that makes sense, because, you know, I pretty much didn't make sense. But yeah, it's a pretty good figure. He's got flaws. Let's talk about them. My main problem with the figure is this chest. Look at it. Doesn't it look a little off for a G1 accurate Starscream? Because that's what it is. There's super accurate figures to, like, the animation, models, and everything. They're supposed to be just, like, really cartoon accurate, kind of Marvel Legends type figures, but Transformers, so they don't transform. But this chest, it's not good. You can tell something's off, but you really notice it when you bring in previously mentioned Siege figure and realize that the chest comes out way too far and these boxes are way too small. They should look more like this, be a lot more smooth and like that. And I don't know why, because it's supposed to be super G1 accurate. But if I whip up a picture of G1 Starscream, you can see that it looks nothing like his chest. I don't know if Coronation Starscream specifically had an awkward chest or not. I don't know, there's not a single good picture of him, so I'd have to watch the clip, but... Oh yeah, spoiler alert, haven't watched this movie. Also, another odd detail about him is that he's really dark gray, like, bringing in the Megatron from this line, spoiler alert, we'll be reviewing him later. Look, like, this Megatron's borderline perfect, he just has some articulation issues, but, like, Starscream should be lighter than him. Why is he so dark? It's hard to tell with the lights, but, like, bring in Moon Knight, like, look at the different shades. Bring in another Starscream. Yeah, it's like, even this guy's not that great, but he got the chest and the white correct. It's weird, but let's zoom in a bit. and take a look at that face, because one thing this figure got right was that face. That is G1 Starscream through and through. Nice red eyes, nice blockiness. At first I thought it was too wide in some photos and videos, but actually, it's perfect. And that smirk, that is just Starscream. Something missing from the Siege figure, he just has a sad frown, which is really annoying, but this figure, it looks great. Nice vent detail. I think some details on him are based off the G1 toy, because the cartoon had it, like, plain here and, like, on the legs, but the G1 toy actually had some of the details there. So, yeah. The chest, I mean, at least the details are picked out in some gunmetal gray. Looks nice. Gold is nice here. This is removable. It's a little bit of rubbery piece. Other videos made it sound like it's super rubbery, but it's actually pretty solid. And yet you have an ab crunch, but you can't access it unless you take this piece off. That's weird. Some nice two-toned grays going throughout the body. Got some panel lining for whatever reason, even though it should be smooth. On the arms, coming down, come all the way around. Looks nice, at least. Hands look pretty good. Null rays are great, but they have like cinch marks at the end, which doesn't make much sense. But a detail I do love are these wings, because they got the Decepticon symbol upside down, which is accurate to G1, because if it focuses, you can see the symbols are upside down on his wings, and not even the Siege figure did that. They have them in there, but they're not upside down, and I love that detail because it's so weird, yet I love it. Nice white and red paint down the side. It's a little sloppy on here, but it is what it is. A little thingy in his crotch there. But yeah, nice sculpted crotch. That's a little weird to say. Yeah, his back looks really nice. He's got the two-tone grays through there. A lot more smoother areas here, which look really nice. Down to his weird thing coming out his butt. You can remove the nose cone and put it there, and it kind of fits there, and it kind of looks like he's turning into a jet, but then you realize that he can't fully, so that's kind of stupid. Down to the legs. Nice hip detail. Now, some people have thunder thighs. This guy's thunder calves. Look at these things. They huge. Got nice sculpt. Sculpt into the joint, too. That's nice. He is pinless. It's a little hollow, but it's whatever. Oh, yeah, the arms do have pins, but it's because it's super thin and the null rays, you know. For them to, like, be there, it needed pins. See, this should be smooth, but the G1 toy does have that detail sculpted in, I think. The G1 toy artwork does. That's what I'm referencing. I don't own the G1 toy, sadly. I do want to, though. Got more of the darker gray there. Some nice gunmetal in these vents. Just nice panel lining. And these are removable, which would give a way more... Because in G1, he doesn't actually have these on the side, but I think the artwork for the toy does, and practically every version of G1 Starscream has the wings on the side. So you can have them there. I leave them there because they look nice. Stress marks in there, though, because these are not the greatest plastic. More gunmetal gray on the, like, thrusters and these weird painted out black parts, which don't look good at all. And he does have the high heel design, which I love for Starscream, because I love when they, like, make Starscream kind of feminine, you know, add to the fact that he's Megatron's bitch. Even though Megatron was Sentinel's bitch. Anyway, yeah, Prime really lays heavy into that, and I really hope they make a Prime one, because they made a Megatron, and I'm definitely picking that up if it ever gets released. It's a release thing. It's supposed to come out at the end of July. It's the end of August, and there's no pre-orders or anything up for it, so it's weird. Nice sculpt on his toesy-woesies. And yeah, just a really nicely sculpted figure. Despite its flaws, it's still good. One problem I've seen a lot of people mention, he's kind of finicky because the knee joints and the elbow joints are made of a really soft plastic. I mean, they're not going to break. He holds up, but it makes him, like, bendy. And he's kind of fiddly because The null rays are constantly moving when you're messing with them, and these constantly move, so you're always having to adjust stuff. But it's not the most annoying thing in the world. I can live with it. Articulation, though. He's got some decent articulation. There's no really up and down at the head, because, you know, his titties get in the way. You do get a rotation, which is nice. Kind of bobbing. Arms move out that far. Rotate. These actually hinge back, so you can get not a full rotation, because, you know, they still get in the way. Upper arm rotation. Double jointed elbow. Hands, not fingers, move side to side and rotate. The null rays rotate, so it can help trying to get him in poses, since they're actually on his, like, biceps, which is accurate. Most Starscreams have it on their shoulders, which, it's good, but it's not really that accurate. The wings also hinge up and down, which is nice. I really hope that's carried away onto the Prime design too, because he's always having those move up with emotion whenever he's like conveying emotions. Yeah, the ab crunch, which just does not crunch with this thing on, but nice waist rotation. Most Starscreams don't have that. Legs move forward and back that far pretty well. They kind of move out, but I think the way the legs are sculpted up here kind of they clash with the crotch. Thigh rotation, really nice double jointed knee, but sometimes when you try to bend it, it kind of gets caught there, and that's a little annoying. Hinges up pretty far, down pretty far, and a little pivot. So yeah, his articulation is pretty solid. Now before we get to the accessories, I'm going to do the size comparison, because there's a lot of accessories with this guy that I'm going to try to do all on camera, because yeah, spoiler alert, I tried to record this video like 5 or 6 times, and I kept failing. But yeah, the Coronation Gear is a little tough to get on. But, time to compare him. Compared to Black Series, average size Black Series, here he is with probably my favorite Black Series, the Death Watch Mandalorian. Definitely going to review him. Marvel Legends, here he is with average Bucky cap size body. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's a little taller. McFarlane figure, here we have the Riddler. I actually found Batman this time. It's just I've been using the Riddler, and I do kind of like the Riddler just a tad bit more because he's more proportional. A Fortnite figure this time, since I forgot that those exist. The Foundation, might review him, might not, who knows. Foundation's really big. And here he is next to the Megatron. You can adjust the Megatron's feet to make him a bit taller, but honestly, I don't mind Starscream being a bit taller than Megatron. Megatron is still way more imposing. And here he is next to the rest of my Starscream collection. I don't know every line that these guys are from, because some of these are pretty old. So yeah, here's a Starscream I got at a Dollar General. I think this might be the Generations, I don't know. It's another, like, Legends class size, or now Core class, as they call it. There he is. Here he is next to the Prime Starscream, the only one I have. It's the weird Beast Hunters repaint. Here he is with, I think, this is kind of like the precursor to the Red Line, because it's a non-transforming Walmart exclusive figure, the really $5 cheap Starscream. Even though this figure isn't the greatest, he still gets the chest and the shade of white down pretty well. Here he is with the best Starscream figure I own, the Studio Series Movie 1 Starscream, aka My Love. He's leaning because I lost one of the wheels. But I love that thing so much. And here he is next to the Siege. So yeah, pretty decent scale. It doesn't really, like, some people complain that, like, I do know some people complain that the Megatron's a little small, but, like, they're giant transforming robots. I don't think it matters if they scale in any way. For something to scale with, like, a Black Series, it'd have to be, like, a human-sized transformer. But yeah, accessories. He comes with two interchangeable hands. This guy's hella bent. They're just sprawled open hands, which I think kind of go for the coronation look. Just pop them out. They hinge backwards and forwards because he's not really ever, like, number one, he doesn't even have a weapon holding hand, but up and down's really for weapons, and, well, his weapons are on his arms. And that looks great. You can articulate them to where it looks like he's just blasting somebody. But to add to that, we have these blast effects. Nice translucent pinkish purple. They just peg onto the null rays like so. Don't get too front heavy, Starscream. Both of them are the exact same. Nothing special about any of them. They're the exact same sculpt. So you can have him blasting the Autobots. Or, you know, Megatron. But that's not the main show of this figure, because he is called Coronation Starscream for a reason. And that's because he has some coronation gear. First off, he has shoulder pads, as any good king does in the 80s, apparently. I think it's in the 80s, like 89 or something. You can tell I didn't look too much up for this video besides picture of G1 Starscream. Shoulder pads got a nice sculpt. They're just purple plastic. Soft plastic. We'll get to why that's kind of annoying later. He has a nice fabric cape. You never see that with Transformer stuff. Good material. It's got holes. And finally, you have his crown, which is just a mustard yellow. Would have been cool if it's picked out in like that kind of gold, but it's whatever. Nice sculpt work. Kind of orangish yellow to the bits, the red bits. Paint splotch on the bottom, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, we're gonna put this on. I'm gonna do what Emgo did and just remove the wings, because yeah, one of them comes removed in package. So I guess you could flip them upside down, try to get a more jet look, but yeah, because we need to access those holes, because what you do is gonna be a pain to do on camera. You slide the cape through the hole, and then you fight your blood, sweat, and tears to get us the wrong arm. Oh no, I'm stupid. You fight with your blood, sweat, and tears to try to get that peg into that hole. And it's annoying because you got fabric in the way. You have the wing stuff in the way. It's actually way easier without the wings. Dang. Oh, but you want to bring it over the wings. So I'm just gonna... Got everything reversed now. I'm confused. We're gonna bring it over the wings because I think that's more accurate. And then we're gonna finesse it again. Oh, this is pain. Not fun. Bring it up. Reattach the wings. See, the other times I tried to do it with the wings on, and it is possible, but it's way more difficult. And here he is. His coronation gear. And finally, to add to the greatest egomaniac of all time, a crown. Bro really went all out. Just... And there's a train. Bruh. And here we have Coronation Starscream. Yeah, trains go by my house. It's fun. I'd like to honk 1,000 times, too. But yeah, here's Coronation Starscream, and he looks great. The cape's kind of flowing in the wind because I have a fan on, because, you know, it's the middle of summer. It's hot. And there's no air conditioning in my house, so yeah. He looks great. 360. Looks beautiful. Looks exactly like Coronation Starscream. You have articulation, but it's a little difficult to use because I don't want to pop anything out. And you got fabric bending over stuff. But you can get his arm going forward, but you can't turn it because the null rays. You can make him look like he's acting superior to everyone. Just for Galvatron to come in, roast the hell out of him, and be like, "This is bad comedy." Yes, the only Galvatron I have. There's a red Galvatron. I'm definitely probably gonna pick that up, but also, I don't know, because I don't really like Galvatron. Oh, blasphemy. I don't like Galvatron's design that much. I feel like it's way too curvy for G1 and way too purple. But you can have Megatron, like, Coronation Starscream, this is bad comedy. I don't know what that accent is. I can't do a Megatron accent, but yeah. That's pretty much it. I did the video. I did it this time. I didn't go insane. It's great. Do I recommend this figure? Hell yeah. It's great. But if you don't want a non-transforming one, just get the, like, Studio Series 1. It's not the Siege, it's the Earthrise one, which looks kind of good, but it doesn't have the cool feet that I like, and the chest kind of sucks because it doesn't have a fake chest. But yeah, it does have, but it doesn't have a fabric cape. But if you just want a cool Coronation Starscream that doesn't transform but just looks pretty good, definitely pick this guy up. I highly recommend it. It's only $20, and for the accessories you get for $20, it makes me question why Black Series, literally, the only thing this guy came with was this backpack and a gun, and they were the same price. What the heck? And they're both exclusives. But yeah, definitely recommend picking him up. He's a great figure. He is a little fiddly in some areas, but it's not that annoying. You get used to it pretty fast. And overall, really fun figure. Megatron's better, but really enjoy this guy. He's great. Pick it up if you like Transformers and like Starscream like me, apparently, because I think I have a Starscream and Megatron addiction. But yeah, next video will definitely be on the Megatron, because, yeah, and then after, I might do Love and Thunder figures, or I might do more Black Series. I'll just do whatever the hell I want, because it's my channel. So yeah, I'm going to try not to knock the camera over this time. I have the light plugged in because, oh yeah, almost forgot, check out the Boss review and the Tech and Echo reviews. And yeah, the Boss review, the light died halfway through, and then I dropped the camera again. So I'm going to try not to drop the camera. And yeah, subscribe to my subscribe and like if you want. And check out my Instagram, MoonKnightXO. I'm active the most on there. And yeah. Peace out. Also, yeah, I tell you the upcoming videos on my Instagram if you want to know that too. So yeah. Anyway, peace out again. It kind of works because, you know, he has the hands. I'm not going to drop the camera this time. Boom.